calling Trixie Motel.
This is Trixie Hotel?
Motel, yes.
Oh, motel, sorry.
Too much.
Do you guys have 2003 Dom Perignon?
No. We have 1 to 2% shareable pizzas and like cheese boards, but like we don't have like a huge menu.
Okay, have a great day.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. Today, we're gonna be talking about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, episode 2 from season 4. And I can go ahead and say that, you know, Monica, she definitely earned some points for me. I think throughout this whole episode, I really liked her personality. We learned a lot about her, and we also saw the taglines, but I'm gonna talk about that in another video. I'm always engaging in the comment section, so please comment down below, like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
Yeah, let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, won it, securing the bag.
All right, so basically we start off with the whole episode that Lisa and Meredith, they go on this walk, they meet up, and you know, they're talking about, you know, just catching up. They haven't did this before because they always had somebody in the middle.
Don't lie. You're the
i.e. Jen. Getting involved into the relationship. So it's like they just wanted to get away from the group, have a one-on-one to see how they can move forward within a relationship. Do I think that it will be ever be the same? No, but do I feel like that they will have a newfound friendship and boundaries will be set? Yes.
I wanted to have a chance to chat one-on-one because I feel like over the last few years, we've had trouble.
Because sometimes you don't know who a person is when y'all have a falling out. Now, do I think all friends should go toe-to-toe with each other? No. I know one of my best friends, we actually had a falling out twice. And one was a misunderstanding, the other one was a misunderstanding, but we actually verbally went back and forth. But we never hit below the belt, which is why I feel like we were able to move forward, especially as fast as we did. But that's my ride or die. So, and we're passionate, so yeah. So, you know, Meredith asked Lisa, she's like, okay, so what's going on with the college thing? Like, you know, is he getting ready for college? So Lisa's like, well, you know, Jack is getting ready for a mission. And she's like, okay, you know, I guess over there, that's, you know, it's normal. I just think the only thing that wasn't normal about it was because he made this decision behind her back. So, you know, then they start talking about their, you know, their ups and downs. And when we mean downs, we mean downs. And, you know, ultimately Meredith apologized for, you know, all the accusations that has come out. That she's talked about Lisa's relationship, cheating accusations, and Lisa, you know, apologized for the hot mic moment.
My words hurt you and it made me feel horrible. I don't want to hurt you or your family ever. I'm sorry that I made a reference to rumor.
So hopefully they can move forward and bury the hatchet. Hopefully. So we see Whitney and Heather, they go to like this resort type spa, and they go outside in the hot tub, and they all just chit chat and have girl time. So they talk about the event and how, you know, Heather, Mary, Angie, a lot of people showed up that, you know, Heather really wasn't really feeling, and Whitney wasn't feeling either. Whitney was surprised that Mary even showed up. She's like, okay, girl, who gave Mary the casting call? And then Angie, Heather's not feeling Angie, Meredith's not feeling Angie, and I didn't even know there was that much beef, but I guess it was. About Angie and Heather, they went to high school together from 10th grade. And my whole thing is, if they weren't even cool back in high school, baby, that's beef for real. There's people from my high school that if I go back to my hometown and see, I will walk past you like a ghost. Keep it funky, because I am. Okay? So Heather feels that Angie is a flip-flop. She was riding for Jen, and now she's over here riding for Lisa. So what's really going on?
Angie asking Lisa about Jack's mission. I'd just be curious to know what his motivation was.
Well, Heather raises concern because she went on a mission herself with her friend back when she graduated high school. And, you know, she's talking about she did this and the door, going to door, making death oaths.
And she's like, I'll go if you go. And we went. And then the next thing we know, we were in the temple making death oaths.
Once I found out the context of the death oath, I was just like, okay. Because she was like, basically the death oath is a vow to keep secrets of the Mormon church and, you know, penalty under death. So Heather, you wrote a book. One thing that Heather said I found rang true was the fact that she said that, you know, when Jack leaves, he will leave as, you know, a boy that just graduated high school. He will be off for 2 years come back. Maybe he'll come back at 20 years old, right? He'll be a grown as old. And Lisa might not be prepared for who he will be when he comes back. Because I think that they don't have contact, but maybe they might do. I don't know.
Lisa, I was just supportive. Like, just because she wrote a book doesn't give her the right to tell other people how to do it.
So Whitney feels that Heather should keep Lisa's son decision alone because it's really none of her business. If he made that decision on his own, then that's his decision that he made. And I totally agree. But I feel like out of all the women on that cast and people in general, Heather is a great reference to talk to because she went through it. So I agree with the statement, and then I don't as well, because Heather knows about it because she firsthand. Meredith and Seth in their rental home. Shout out to Whitney. So Meredith brings up, you know, Trixie Mattel from RuPaul's Drag Race and All-Star winner. Invited them to the Trixie Mattel motel in Palm Springs. And I was just like, okay. All pink, everything. It's not really my vibe, but you know, if one of my friends is like, yeah, let's go, I would go. You know, it's an experience. Steph is like, okay, so who's all coming? And she give us a rundown of who is all coming. So we found out that Heather, Mary, Lisa, Whitney, Monica all got invited. No Angie. So we skip over to see Angie and her first like scene with her family. So she's at home with her husband. Her husband is low-key fine. I ain't gonna hold you. And her daughter and the dogs. So she talked about how she met her husband 30 years ago. Like, these people have been married for a long time. Like 30 years. That's long. Or been in a relationship for 30 years. So basically she talks about that, you know, she met her husband in the salon. She saw him. He gave her a blowout. And the rest was history. So she talks about her properties as well and her businesses. So she owns 10 salons and 1 cosmetology school. When I know that she's raking in money, that, like, one thing about Angie I think we kind of sleeping on is the fact that, you know, when we talk about housewives, opulence, self-made, money, all this, I feel like Angie really is that girl because the girl really had that lifestyle. Maybe. We saw the old picture of Angie. Girl, she gave me very much emo rock punk girl. She gave me, I don't fucking know if this liar is bad. Gave me very much that. So she said, you know, the most important thing in my life is, you know, my daughter, my businesses, and my husband. I said, girl, that's right. Put the kids first. Because, you know, that whole debate when they're like, who are you going to feed for? You going to feed your husband first or your kids? Girl, my kids. He got hands. So her husband, Sean, asked about, you know, her tension with Heather. Like, what's going on?
Me and Or talked to her since her brunch.
Yeah.
I've known Heather since high school. She was 15 years old when she moved here, and I was one of the first people that she met.
She was like, look, I've been knowing Heather since high school. And, you know, there has been some weird tension since last year. And, you know, hopefully we can move past it. But, you know, I'm not really pressed over it. So we'll see what happens. But Angie still is upset about Heather condoning Jen pouring champagne on her head. So we'll see where their friendship goes. Because right now, I don't see it going anywhere. So we see Monica and her mother at home. They're chilling over here, folding up, what is it, swaddles or like bundles of like blanket baby stuff. And, you know, we find out she is indeed a Latina. And, you know, she's from Boston, but she moved to Salt Lake City 10 years ago. And then right after that, her mother and her grandma followed her. Child, I would have been annoyed, but then I was like, no, I'm not annoyed. Built-in babysitters, right? Well, Monica's business, basically, she's living off her business. Her business is financially supported her 100% for her and her kids. And, you know, she went through the divorce, which, you know, her husband was taking care of 100% of everything. So she was, you know, like a kept woman, but I mean, she was married. So Monica and her mom, she told them that she's going to Palm Springs, and she said, like, look, I'm gonna need for you to take care of the kids. The oldest daughter came downstairs. She said, yes, she's gonna write down their schedule. You're gonna have to be on it. I'm like, girl.
And I went into the Louis Vuitton store. Yeah. And like I bought a bag. I want to have something like nice around them. And I even hate that I feel like that. It's so stupid.
Monica also told her mom that, you know, she went to the Louis Vuitton store and she started crying. I'm like, girl, you went to the Louis Vuitton store. Why are we crying? But she's like, you know, I bought a bag. And she was like, you know, I feel like, you know, I'm out of my league. I think that's where she was coming at. She felt she was out of her league and like low-key broke. And she knows that she shouldn't feel this way, but she does. And even her daughter's trying to reassure her that, you know, money isn't everything.
It's normal to feel like that, but you shouldn't. Because you have so many other qualities. Like, You shouldn't be basing your worth off of how much money you have.
Monica's speaking about her mother being a single mother, and you know, at 4, her father walked out. After this huge argument, all she knows now is that he lives in Florida, he's gay, had a boyfriend. That's it. I don't know much about Monica. This is only my second episode watching her, and you know, seeing her ups and downs and hearing her story. I feel like she should be proud of herself, just because, like, I get that, you know, money and these shows, like, you got to realize that, you know, your daughter is very affluent and she seems like she is well spoken and has a right head on her shoulders. You are trying to, you know, put yourself below these women, but you have a successful business that is taking care of you and your entire family. I just hope that, you know, she doesn't keep using that as a crutch, because it's just like, you made it, you're a housewife now. So regardless of the fact, the money's going to come. Trust me. When them checks come, and when season 6 come, you say, yeah, you know, I bought my new house. It's going to come. Just all you have to do is just be yourself and entertain people. That's it. We see Angie and Whitney, they're going on a date night with the husband. This scene was kind of, nothing too crazy. Angie tells them that, you know, that her 11-year-old daughter sleeps in the bed with them. Baby. And Whitney's like, okay, well, how y'all do adult time? Like, you know, how do y'all have sex? And I was thinking the same thing too, because I would have told the girl, I don't care if you're scared of the dark, get out. She like, I'm scared. What's that man say? That's too damn bad. Cause I ain't got time.
Excited for the girls' trip. Are you going?
Wait a minute. So is this all the girls? I mean, I haven't heard any.
The whole question gets brought up about Angie feeling like Meredith and Heather's trying to ice her out. To be honest, I don't think it's that deep. What I think was the first episode, we saw all the cluster of women doing that snowball fight. I feel like all those women were potential women that were supposed to be on this show.
Heather didn't invite me to her event either. I had to get invited through Lisa there, and it's like, it feels like those two are trying to ice me out.
So they were trying to figure out who's going to be part of the cast, right? So what happened, low-key, I feel like all those women were being tested. You know how they test women on the show, blah, blah, blah. Monica and Angie obviously made the show. So I just feel like, you know, Heather and Meredith, not per se wanted to ice her out. They just didn't want her to get picked. Maybe that's the same thing. I'm still going through it in my head. But yeah, I think that's what it was. So Monica meets Heather at this little shop boutique before Palm Springs. Monica's like, you know, she got to step her game up, because, you know, the girls are coming in with the fashion. The girls are doing this, that, third. I mean, I don't say Salt Lake City doesn't really do fashion. They don't really give. I think like Meredith, she gives some type of fashion. It'd be cute. Lisa gives fashion sometimes too. But I feel like for me, they give more labels than anything. Right? But Monica, she looked cute. So, I mean, I just don't want like this whole narrative of like, you know, I got to do this because I'm so behind on these girls. Girl, if Monica didn't say a word, she would have fit right in. I wouldn't even think she was like broke. Right? So, you know, Heather asked Monica, she's like, so well, how do you know Lisa? She was like, well, I know Lisa through, you know, Angie. And she was like, okay, well, how do you know Angie? She's like, I know Angie through Jen. Baby, when I say Heather could have broke her neck off, she said,
I actually met Lisa through Angie K. I actually met Angie K a long time ago through Jen.
Heather tells Monica, you know, I went to high school with Angie, so, you know, I know of her. She's like, okay, y'all went to high school, but y'all not close. She's like, no, I don't like her.
No, we're not close at all. I don't have really anything to do with her. I hope she's not coming to Palm Springs. Meredith said she wasn't inviting her, so I'm hoping she's not going to be there.
And she's like, and I hope she's not coming to Palm Springs. Heather's mad that Angie basically insinuated that, you know, her and Jen had sex. I don't think her and Jen had sex at all. I just think Jen punched her in the eye. Yeah, and Heather, you need to speak on that, because you over here having amnesia and trying to play aloof. Like I said last season, that pissed me off. So, you know, Monica tells Heather that, you know, she's kind of a Mormon, kind of not, you know, and she said, I got married in the temple, you know, I raised my kids Mormon, but I got excommunicated, nothing too biggie. She's like, girl, how? What happened?
I had no idea you were Mormon. I was married in the temple, and then I was excommunicated for...
I was having sex with my my brother-in-law for 18 months, basically a year and a half. And my whole thing is like Heather said, like, girl, how you get caught? Because a year and a half is a lot for you to be over here smashing your brother-in-law, basically your husband's sister's husband. Girl, what, Monica, Monica, she gives you like she's such a nice girl, but she gives you like she has major character flaws. Another domestic trip, right? And you know, all the girls arrive at the airport, and you know, the girls arrive. Lisa is last. Mary's over here shading people. Monica is flexing that Louis Vuitton bag. She's like, oh my god, you know, I got this stuff, my Louis, and my Louis. She wants them to know that she got that Louis bag. I ain't mad. Do what you gotta do. Whitney took a flight ahead of them, obviously, because you know she got Angie. Whitney and Angie arrived before all the other girls at the Trixie Motel, and you know we see Trixie and you know it's pink Barbie everything, right? The ladies land, and Lisa's now freaking out because she's like, oh my god, I lost my $60,000 ring.
Does anyone see my ring on the floor? Does anybody see it?
I can't find it. Girl, first of all, what you need to do is check Monica's bag, because that $60,000 ring is in Monica's bag. Monica said thing. No, but somebody took that ring, period. Or she flushed it down the toilet. That's the only thing that I could think. Somebody took the ring or flushed it down the toilet. Point blank, period. They're like, well, they're gonna bring this ring back. Girl, no. Do you know how you had that ring, you just think it's a nice ring, whatever, the housewives in the bathroom, you see a ring, pick it up, you over here going about your day, you watch this episode, you find out that the ring that's on your finger is $60,000?
I want my 20%, bitch.
Would run. No, because you might go to jail. So all the girls arrive in the Sprinter, and I already got triggered. So much stuff has happened in the Sprinter, right? But you know, Lisa, she's talking to airport security, and everybody's just ready to go. So they get on the Sprinter, they drive off, and Lisa's still complaining about this ring. She's just like, you know, oh my god, it was so sentimental. It was so sentimental. Oh my gosh, John got that for me. Oh my god.
I don't think that ring was worth that. First off, I don't think it's worth $60,000. It's hard because it's sentimental, you know?
I'm like, Jesus, it's so sentimental. I'm like, Lisa, I would be freaking out too. But at some point, you already left the airport. Obviously, you know it's at the airport. You have left. Enjoy your time. We get it, right? And Mary's feeling the same way. Because Mary was just like, okay, so you're just gonna at this point have to let it go. It can't change nothing. Mary's getting irritated. Even when they're trying to get the chips, she said, don't put no crumbs on me.
Can you not get chips over my clothes, please?
Sorry, Mary.
I don't like crumbs.
Angie and Whitney are in the pool, and you know Whitney's kind of nervous because she feels the dynamics are going to shift on her because she invited Angie without Meredith's permission, and she knows that Heather don't rock with her.
Be a fun surprise. Is that naive of me?
I think you'll be a fun surprise. I don't know if I'll be a fun surprise. I'm prepared.
To be honest, I'll be pissed too, because I know the type of person how I plan trips. I plan trips to have enough rooms for everyone. So everybody have their own room. You know, that's how I try to do stuff. So now that an extra person has come, that means someone has to share, and that's going to put everybody in a bind. People are going to be over here pissed off because they got share rooms, snoring, all those different things. So now it's just extra energy that you got to deal with. Somebody you don't rock with, and you didn't even ask. You went behind my back. So I would have been pissed too. But this is Housewives, so. But let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.